So I don't know if this is something I'm going to always talk about or make a video about, but this year I just got to say that Gojira is the band of the year for me, especially because I was working so much overtime during the first half of the year. I've been a fan of Gojira since 2008, ever since the album The Way of All Flesh. I was in my father's truck and we were driving somewhere and he put that in. And the first thing I hear when he puts the CD in is... I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I've never heard a riff like that or anything. It was so tight sounding. The way that was sounding was just so crazy too. And I thought it was like, I don't know what he was doing, but it sounded like very, I don't know what it was, but like I liked it so much immediately. And I liked how they got the vocals to be a shout and a deep shout, so it just blended in with itself very well. And then every song's a banger. Like that song goes off and then the next song is just as big of a banger. You hear this song called Toxic Garbage Island and it's just... The album just gets just as good. Like there's no fat in that album at all. It's just all kicking you in the teeth. And then like there's a good intermission sounding song. And since there's still like a heavy, like not heavy metal, but just heavy playing metal band, you hear this nice little calm riff. It's like... You hear this riff, and Mario Duplantier on the drums is still playing a kind of death metal-y ride-hearing drum beat in the middle of it. It's still a metal song. It's so cool. Like, I love that album, The Way of All Flesh. In fact, like, my 3 favorite albums from them that I can just listen to back and forth, top to bottom, all together is From Mars to Sirius, The Way of All Flesh, and Le Fond Sauvage. Those are my favorite albums, but I found out I really like every single Gojira album. And it took me a little bit to appreciate Magma, but I like at least half of their songs on that album a lot. And I really like this new album. It's very early in the year. I thought I should get familiarized with their albums again because it's been a very long time since I've listened to them. And this new album came out, and I really liked it. I made my father buy it too, and made him like it. It's just really heavy. There's a lot of good riffs in that album. To me, it's definitely better than Magma. They're in a different place now, being older and whatnot. But I still like that they have their heaviness. And sure, some of the rhythms aren't too crazy, but I just like the sheer tight sound that they have together as a band. That even on like the chug stuff, that kind of stuff, and they do a lot of open extra strings like. And they pretty much really pioneered that pick scrape. Even though Magma is my least favorite album, I really definitely Silvera is my favorite song off that album because it's just so heavy. And I really do like Stranded. That's a cool one too. I don't have one of those. I think they call it a whammy pedal, or it's just a pitch shift pedal. I don't have one of those, so the chord is really just. I don't have that pedal, so I gotta figure out a way to go. I can listen to From Mars to Sirius, The Way of All Flesh, and Le Fond Sauvage all day. And that's what I was doing a lot. I really mean it. I listened to their albums so much this year, especially the new one, and just their whole catalog. I just kept recycling back and forth through whatever album I really felt like listening to, and I listened to a lot of Gojira this year. I just didn't get bored of them for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's some of it I can describe and some of it I can't, but that's why for me, Gojira is the band of the year. Megadeth is always the band of the year, too. Like, I'm a huge Megadeth fan. There's no secret to that. I'm a huge Lamb of God fan, too. So it's really cool that Randy Bly ended up bringing Gojira over to the States early on, and they all became friends. And they toured together on the early days. I've really been interested in the Joe Duplantier Fortitude and 36th anniversary PAF that he has on his guitar. It's just been... I had an order in July, and I'm still waiting on that order, and it's going to be, so far now, March of next year. Still waiting on those pickups, but I do plan on putting them in this guitar. They're actually custom ordered for this guitar. And I can't wait to hear how those DiMarzio sound. They're both Alnico 5, so that'll be fun.